We manager Chris 4-4 draw against Rutherglen. Just give us your thoughts.
Aye, disappointed not to win the game then. Obviously 4-1 up at half time. Second half display just wasn't good enough. I thought Rutherglen obviously put us under pressure, and we didn't have the answers to it. And there's a couple of reasons in my mind as to that. One, complacency. Two, after last week, throwing a lead away, there's a wee bit of apprehension in the game, and you need to be bigger than that. You need to be stronger. You need to be mentally and physically tougher than what we were in the second half today. And Rutherglen worked their way back into the game and probably got a result that they feel they deserve. But we're in such a commanding position at half time that it's definitely 2 points dropped.
In terms of full time, what's the message to the players when you come
in? The players are disappointed in themselves. They don't need me to tell them that the second half wasn't good enough. But from a mental perspective, we've been going through games at this point in time, Saturday to Wednesday in a lot of games, and I knew we were up here last year actually, and we won 5-4 for being down 4-1, and I said to them, you can't be complacent here. I could hear Willie getting tore into the boys at half time, and for a Rutherglen perspective, they can do one or two things. One, they can come out and feel sorry for themselves, or two, they can have a go and the momentum shifts. And I explained that to the players, but I think some of them thought the game was done and dusted, and quickly you learn if you're complacent or you're not professional in your output or your outlook, then you end up with a bloody nose, and that's what happened to us today. As I say, fair credit to Rutherglen, they made it difficult for us. They kept asking us questions, plugging away to get back into the game, but I expect us to be miles better than what we were there. And the players have got harsh words for each other, rightly so. I've never been in a dressing room that's conceded a 3-goal lead and crosswords unsaid. But you need to be constructive in your criticism of each other and collectively, and there's lessons there for us to learn, and there was lessons last week, and if you don't learn the lessons very, very quickly and you don't have a stronger mentality, then you'll end up dropping points, and it's a bad day for us.
Just in terms of the squad in general, Keelan Wood's obviously out injured just now. Ali's come off today. Any news on those guys and what they're looking like long term?
Woodsy will be a wee while. Woodsy's done his knee. We don't know the extent of the knee. He's got an MRI scan Monday. Ali's got tightness. It's probably tantamount to playing a lot of games. Hopefully he'll get a rest, a bit of treatment on Monday, and he should be fine for selection. But listen, we've got a good squad. We've got a squad of players, and this is where I'm a wee bit annoyed, because there's guys that have been, probably the huff isn't the right word, but they've taken umbrage at no playing, and we've been doing okay. And my message to them is, when you get your opportunity, you be ready. And a couple of them didn't do themselves any justice today. They know who they are. I don't need to point out, but football's got a funny way of kicking you in the backside when you think you're on the crest of a wave. And that message was reiterated to the players before the game and at half time, and they probably need to learn and listen a wee bit more than they think they need to, and that becomes a problem if it happens time and time again, because as a manager and a management team, we'll go away and we'll look at it and we'll pinpoint individuals that we think can improve, and we'll pinpoint collectively where we can improve. But if you think you know better, then you'll know last. So it's on to Wednesday.
So you're looking ahead and bounce back hopefully on Wednesday against Beath?
Oh, absolutely. You can over-dramatise things. I mean, we've taken 5 points over the course of this week, where we could have taken 9. We're in winning positions in both games, and we won in midweek there, but we're still undefeated. We're still at the right end of where we should be. Any manager will tell you this Saturday, Wednesday is very, very difficult for part-time football players. So anybody that comes through relatively unscathed over the course of that, up to the 18th of August, then they're doing well, because you get funny results and things like that. But just disappointment for being in such a commanding position to then go and drop points. But you need to take that in the chin and move on, and Wednesday's an important game against a good side in Beath.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you.